Hi, I'm Ms. Bertaki, second grade, and thank you for coming and listening tonight.
Hi, I'm Ms. Holden. I'm the other second grade teacher here at KTA. Thank you so much for joining us for our curriculum presentation. For our contact information, we do send out weekly newsletters which contain important information like spelling words for the week. It also contains our email and our phone numbers. Feel free to give us an email or a phone call, although email is the best method of contacting us as we can check it periodically throughout the day. Any time-sensitive communications need to be sent to the office. So give the front office a call if there's a change in transportation or anything that is time-sensitive regarding your child. For school supplies, your second grader will need 2 spiral notebooks, any color, wide ruled, please, a package of pencils, a pack of crayons, Pentel eraser, dry erase markers, headphones for use of our laptops that we have in class, scissors, and glue sticks. We also accept donations of Kleenex, Clorox wipes, and reams of 8x11 copy paper because those are supplies that we are always needing and going through. KTA is a PBIS school, which stands for Positive Behavior Intervention Systems. These are the base expectations that we have on campus here at KTA. These are our 4 Bs: be respectful, be responsible, be safe, and be kind. And underneath are some examples of those 4 Bs. Some ways that we encourage good behavior in our classroom: we provide a lot of verbal praise. We utilize classroom money that students can cash in for passes or prizes. We give students Tiger Paw coupons or Tiger Stripe coupons. Those they collect toward $1 for purchase at the school store. And we also have Fun Friday activities. This is an example of our Tiger Paws and Tiger Stripes. You can save $25 and trade in for $1 to the school store, which comes around monthly. Strategies we have in place for refocusing when expectations are not being met are things such as giving a verbal warning and redirection. We might ask a student to pull a behavior card. At that time, the student will spend some recess minutes reflecting with the teacher. We may notify parents by email, write a note on agendas, or make a phone call to parents. At this point, based on the behavior, a possible loss of Fun Friday privileges may occur, or the student may go to Spark. For more serious incidents, we do call for admin to handle.
So to keep with our PBIS system, we send home quarterly contracts here at KTA, and we will review them in class with the students. They sign it, and then we send it home for parents to sign as well. And this is a contract to really follow our commitment to the 4 Bs at KTA: the be safe, be kind, be responsible, and be respectful. And if a student does receive 5 or more Sparks or an office referral in that quarter, they are at risk for not participating in special events such as assemblies or field trips or parties. We really want to focus on the positive behavior, and hopefully by doing this and reminding students of what good behavior looks like, this will help keep everybody successful. So we also have been asked so that parents to go on to Parent View and sign in to make these acknowledgments of these 4 different handouts. And if you have just registered recently, it should be the account that you used to register. But if you're returning, you should already have a Parent View account where you would get information, schedules, things like that. And if you do need assistance with that, we ask that you try to reset your password first. And if that doesn't work, please feel free to call the front office and they would help you. So I'm going to go over a few of our daily routines. These are just subjects that we touch on every day. We do language arts, and that would consist of reading, writing, spelling, vocabulary. We do this in whole group settings, and then we also do small group settings where they're differentiated based on each student's needs and abilities. We do math every day. We do some social and emotional learning, and this really helps basically the kids learn life skills such as conflict resolution, how to make friends, develop critical thinking skills. And then we have an extended learning. Some days it's science, others it might be social studies or health. Some of our topics in second grade from science would include weather, solids, liquids, and gases. We do living things and life cycles, and we do make a main focus on insects and the human body systems. Social studies, we talk about ancient civilizations and how they contribute to today's society. We learn about the Civil War, westward expansion and immigration, and then we'll also talk about maps, geography, and some of those things. Each day we do have a special. It could be art, music, PE, library, computer lab, or Spanish. So we ask that on PE days, students wear appropriate PE shoes so that they can participate safely. And on library, the books are due on the day that we have library. Second graders can check out 2 library books, but they need to return those books before they can check out another book. And then we do have recess to let the kids have some unstructured playtime. It could be attached to lunch recess. And then most of the other days we have a little grade level recess. So lunch and snacks. We attach the link so that you can go onto the Kyrene website and find the daily menus, or you can add money to your child's account for lunch. We ask that breakfast. School starts at 7 o'clock, but for breakfast, if you could get here early enough so that your child has enough time to eat before the bell rings. We don't want them rushing or missing out on class. It is okay for us in second grade to send in a small snack. But we do ask that it keep it simple. We don't need nothing that needs a spoon or a fork or needs help opening. It should just be simple where it doesn't take away from instructional learning. We do not have birthday treats due to Kyrene's policy, but you can send in stickers or pencils, something little that they can pass out at the end of the day in recognition of their birthday. Invitations are not supposed to be passed out, but we do have some class directories that you can use to contact other families.
For our language arts curriculum, KTA is a Spalding certified school, which means that Spalding is the phonics program that we use. It's fairly all-inclusive. It does include phonograms, which help students identify and learn and build up phonemic awareness. That is also taught alongside handwriting and also spelling. We will have 30 spelling words per week, and it's crucial that you help your second graders study these spelling words. We will also have nightly spelling homework. Spelling and phonogram tests will be completed weekly. And weekly spelling lists you can find in our newsletters that get sent out every Friday. Spelling City is also a great resource. We can utilize access through that through the application called Clever. And finally, we also utilize the CKLA or Core Knowledge Language Arts program. We use this resource to help build vocabulary and students' prior knowledge. Topics that are included here also cover a lot of the science and social studies standards for second grade. Regarding reading fluency is how fast and accurate your child reads. At this time, grade level expectation is to read 54 or more words per minute accurately. As the year progresses, that number does increase. It is super important to do the homework of nightly reading every night. We ask that you read for 15 minutes each night, therefore totaling the 60 minutes required for the week. You can also use Amplify for students struggling to read. That also counts as your nightly reading minutes, as long as they're on there and doing the work for 15 minutes. Some other things that you can do to help your child read at home is have your child read out loud to you, have them point to the words with their finger. Rereading the same book or reading passage over multiple nights really helps them develop fluency and build their confidence. Help guide them to sound out unknown or multi-syllable words. Also, you can make flashcards of high frequency words. We could also provide lists of those. In third grade, the Move On When Reading legislation states that if a student scores in the far below category in reading, they may be held back or require summer school attendance.
So when we teach math, we use three main resources here. We use the iReady Math as our main resource. This is what we do in class. It has a lot of problem solving. We work through strategies. And what's nice about this program is that they can go online and use our iReady program through Clever. And this is differentiated for each student based on their needs. And the teacher can also assign lessons to them to help support the lessons we're doing in class. We do use Saxon, and we do that usually about once a week. And that is more of a spiral program where it focuses more on fractions and time and money, some of the secondary math skills that we teach, and they will revisit them and build on them through the year. We also do daily math time facts with addition, subtraction, and we will do some multiplication towards the end of the year. So every night, students will have homework. We do timed ones in class, and they will do the practice at home to keep those. Math facts are really important because they help with the students and their computational skills, so they make less errors when they know those facts. And then finally, we do CGI, which is cognitive guided instruction. And that's where we focus on the problem solving. We read story problems, and we can change these story problems. We can make them easier based on a level or higher using different numbers. And students learn to explain and show their strategies on how solving these. We do this using daily math journals and whole group instruction. We do ask that you avoid using the algorithms, the borrowing and carrying. Students will be using place value at this point to solve these. And down the road, once they understand the process and how they are solving these problems and why it works, then we'll do the shortcuts of borrowing and carrying. If you have any questions when you're doing homework and you don't understand, just write your teacher a note and we can help your child at home. I'm going to talk a little bit about our homework. So homework is going to consist of the reading minutes, like we talked about earlier, studying spelling words and math facts. We also will include math papers to reinforce what we're doing in class. Agendas will need to be returned daily with a parent's signature. This helps us see that you saw what they were supposed to do. You reviewed that they did the minutes of reading that's written at the top. And students will finish any uncompleted homework during Fun Friday. Spark is also another thing that we use if the unfinished homework is happening quite often. KTA does require that all students do a recitation per quarter, and we will give you choices that are second grade level, and your child will choose one and practice it and present it to their class. This really helps with their speaking skills. Friday folders, envelopes, whatever the teacher uses, come home on Fridays. Please empty them. It's their work. It's any office materials that you may need to get, and return it on Mondays empty. And we do have a school-wide policy that students are not allowed to go back into the classroom to get their homework after school if they forgot it. This is because many times there's no adult in the classroom. So if they forget it, they'll just have to in the morning, hopefully get it and work with the teacher to make it up. Another part of homework is that spelling lists are in the newsletter, but we're also putting a list into your child's homework folder at the beginning of the week. This is for them to do the spelling homework that we send home, so please keep that in there. Spelling City, as we mentioned earlier, is a really good way to practice at home. Your child can take pre-tests, they can play games to practice the lists. We have all of our lists that we use on there, and you access that through Clever. Each child is required to read at least 60 minutes of reading, and we ask that you please initial it so that we know the child is actually reading those minutes. Students can access Amplify to do that as well. And the iReady Math program that I talked about earlier also can be accessed through Clever, and that's just a good way at home to practice math skills that we are practicing in class.
Let's talk about dress code. Please do yourself and your child a favor and write their name on everything. First name and first initial of last name if possible. That way we don't have as much confusion about what Alexandria this jacket belongs to. At KTA, we ask that you wear a red, navy, or white polo shirt, no light blue, khaki or navy pants, shorts, skirts, or jumpers. Socks need to be a solid red, navy, or white, no black socks. Students can wear jeans on Fridays. That also includes jean shorts. However, no tears, no frays, and no rips on the jeans. KTA spirit shirts can also be worn on Fridays. And then we also have some special spirit days throughout the calendar year. Leggings, if your child decides to wear leggings to school, cannot be worn by themselves, and they need to be that solid red, navy, or white. No jeggings. Any jackets that are worn in the building, including the classroom, need to be solid red, white, or navy blue. For drop-off and dismissal, students cannot be dropped off any earlier than 7 a.m., as that is when our supervision on the playground begins. At morning drop-off, if you need to help your child out of the car, please park and help them out. That way, you're not backing up traffic. Please pull forward to help the flow of traffic in that drop-off line. At dismissal, be sure to place your name card in the visor in order to make it easier for the card caller to see. Parents that are walking to pick up their students need to wait by the marquee and hold up their name card. Please, please, please use the crosswalk. Do not cut through traffic. Safety and security is the most important thing, and we need to be really good models and really good leaders and show students what the expectations are, and that does include using the crosswalk, even though it might be inconvenient. If normal after-school plans change, please let the front office know, and they will get a message to us as soon as possible.
And we have a few things for you to follow on social media. This is a really great way to find out about special events. Our daily announcements are posted online, and a lot of times your child might be mentioned on those announcements. So we've listed some Facebook pages for you to look at. Also, PTO always has tons of opportunities that they need volunteers and ways for you to get involved. So they post that on Facebook as well. We will hope to have parent volunteers soon, and the child's teacher will reach out to you when we're ready to have them in the classroom and the best times to volunteer in the classroom.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our video. Email addresses you can find below, and be sure to contact us with any questions or concerns regarding your second grader.